Well, hey, it's Sunday, and it's a little bit after 1, but I have to run around really quickly to get ready to go today to see some humans. But I want to pop on here and just quickly talk about how lighting impacts the brain and learning and productivity and teaching, and how we need to consider that for our room setup, whether it's a classroom, whether it's our working space if we're working from home, or whether it's sharing with parents how they can set up their room space or their working space for their kiddos. So we know that fluorescent lighting is not ideal for working, for learning, for all of those things. Why? Because fluorescent is an unnatural light. It's not what we had in our hunter-gatherer state era of being. So it's just, to our brain, it's trying to take it in terms of sensory, and it's an unfamiliar thing, so it's a little bit of a stressor. In addition to it being a stressor because it's a natural light, it also makes a subtle hum, and the hum is an internal stressor to your body as well, because a hum is an unnatural sound. So if you're trying to get away from fluorescent light, what's a better alternative? LED lights, so they're not as harsh. And there's a lot of correlation between LED lights and learning, and attention and LED, and attention or lack of attention and fluorescence. But even better than LED would be natural light. So can you set up your workspace? Can you utilize your natural light in your classroom if you have it? In the home, can you put a kid near a window? So if kids are near windows, they get natural light. Natural light is good. It produces serotonin, it makes you calm. If it's too dark, releases melatonin, which makes you sleepy and drowsy, so we don't want that. So definitely near light, natural light if we can get it. If not, you're in a classroom where you do have fluorescent light, you can't change it, you can't access LED, you don't have a lot of natural light, bring in some softer lights. So bring in some lamps with some LEDs, or just even some lighting that has a softer orangey-like glow that brings the mood and energy down. It makes it softer, it makes it warmer, all of those things. But I would ask you to scan your environment, the one in which you're working, the one if you're in a classroom, or share with parents, what does the lighting look like? How much natural lighting are you using? Are you utilizing what you have? And if not, can you bring some lighting in? Can you change this place in which you work? Because we want to be near natural light when we want to be thinking and working, and then we want to be in softer, cooler, darker light for working, independent work, settling time, things like that, so that the brain can kind of rest and then get heightened again for active learning time. So I ask you to keep lighting in mind as you set up your workspace, even as you are on a computer screen. What kind of lighting do you have around you? Because if you're dark on the screen, kids are less likely to pay attention. If you're in bright light, I'm standing in front of a window, that is ideal. We want that. So keep that all in mind as you are planning out where you work and when you work and all of those things. And it's just really good for your brain to be near windows and natural light, and open those windows and get some fresh air and get some air circulating in your space. And if you have any questions, let me know. But I'm going to post a blog post below about lighting in particular. It goes into a little bit more detail than I did today, some specifics, some research behind all of these things. Feel free to take a look. And I would love to hear any thoughts you have on your room design with lighting in mind.